Someone told me if I put a picture of a pretty girl, I'll get more views. Hey everyone, it's Mike. Welcome back to my channel. So I've been watching and reading a little bit more about the field bet, and I know a lot of people think the field bet is not a good bet because even though it looks like you're winning on every roll, if you actually look at the numbers, there are more losing rolls than winning rolls. But you can vary, you can play a variation of that iron cross field bet strategy to where it might even become more of a profitable strategy. And what I mean by that is looking at laddering your bets using the iron cross. Now, I know there's some videos out there that already explain this. I actually have one that I posted probably 9 months ago or so that talks about laddering the iron cross. But I was basically doing a laddering of $5. So I would start with a $15 inside bet on the 5, 6, and 8 and put $10 in the field. And if I would roll a 7 out, I would ladder up to just by $5 up to a $15 field and put $20 on the inside, or 20 on the 5, 24 on the 6 and 8. What I want to do on this variation is I want to do an actual laddering of 3x. So whatever I put in the field, I want 3 times that amount going on the 5, 6, and 8. This is going to require a little bit more of a bankroll. So I'm going to try this on a $1,500 starting stack on Crapsy. Okay, so I've got it set up here. Let me just kind of set it up and we'll walk through it as we go. So let's just go ahead and turn on our turbo mode and make sure our volumes are down. And what I'm going to do is you can either wait for a point to be established. If you're not the shooter, you can just wait. Or if you wanted, you could turn all your bets on. So you could turn bets on and lock those in if you want. It's really up to you. No real pro or con. Some people feel a lot of 7 outs or a lot of 7s get rolled on the come out, which win. So a lot of people just, will throw a random dice trying to hit the 7 out or 7 and win. So some people will wait until a point is established. So why don't we do that? Let's just roll for a point. Okay, there's a 10. So the point's a 10. Now I'm going to set this up. So I'm going to start with a $10 field bet. So I'm going to play this on a bubble craps or on a $10 table. So I'll put 10 and I'm going to put 30 on the inside numbers, 5, 6, and 8. So easiest way to do that is I'm going to click the inside and then I'll remove the 9 when I'm done. But I want to get $30 set up on the 5, and that would put 36 on the 6 and the 8. So here's my initial setup. So I'm $10 in the field, 3x on the place bets. Okay? And I'm going to roll this until I roll a 7. When I roll a 7, I'm going to ladder up to the next level, which is level 2, which will be a $20 field bet, and then 20 times 3 will be 60 on the inside. So it'll be 60 on the 5, 72 on the 6 and the 8. So let's just roll. Now remember, every roll wins except the 7. So there's another 10, that's the point. So that wins $10 in the field. And the puck goes off. So my bets are still working because I've got them working. I could turn them off and wait for another point to be established. I could just take these down, wait for a point. There's the 7. That's why we wait for the point. That's a 7 on the come out roll. Okay, there's the 6. Puck moves to the 6. So I'm going to go ahead and reset up with $10 in the field. And 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 on the inside numbers, take the 9 down because I've got the 9 covered here. Okay, So let's go ahead and roll. We're going to roll until we roll a 7 or we hit the number. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just play all bets working and I won't have to reset things up. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put my $10 back in the field and we'll just go ahead and roll. So the come out roll is working for us. Okay, there's a 5. Now, on the 5, the $5 bet, $30 will win, but we have to subtract the $10 that we have in the field. Okay, so just remember that when you hit the 5, 6, and the 8, what you would normally win on those numbers, you have to subtract what you have in the field. But if you hit the other numbers, the 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12, you'll win your field bet. So I'm going to put $10 back in the field. So you have to remember, when you do hit an inside number, you have to replenish the field bet. Because there's a 9. So 9 is a winner in the field. So it's a $10 winner. Okay, there's an 8. So the 8 wins, the $36 wins, but you have to take the $10 off. And so it nets a $32 win and then replenish the field. There's another 8. I'm just going to start rolling this a little quicker. That's a win. Replenish the field. There's the 7 out. Now, 7 out, I'm going to, I'll wait for a point to come out. And I will now go to step 2, which is 20 in the field. Okay, and 60 on the inside numbers. So if I go inside until the 5 shows 60, and then remove the 9, there's my setup. So 60 on the 5, 72 on the 6, 72 on the 8. Now, I want to roll this until I hit the inside number one time. If I hit a bunch of 4s and 3s and 9s and 10s and 12s, I'm going to win $20. But I want to hit the inside number one time, and then I'll go back down to the previous level. And there's the 5. So I did hit that. So I'm going to take these down and go back to level 1. $10 in the field. $30 on the inside. Take the 9 down. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll until we roll a 7. There's our point. So I can take everything down if I want, establish a point, or I can have my rolls working when we're trying to establish a point. It's up to you. Some people say it really doesn't matter. Okay, the point's a 9. Let's go ahead and put $10 in the field. Let's go ahead and put $30 on the inside. Take down the 9, and let's roll. There's an 11, that wins. There's a 10, that wins. These are field bets, these win. There's a 5. The 5 wins, but I lose my field bet, so I have to replace my field bet. Another 5. Another winner in the inside number, but I lose my field. I got to replace the field bet. There's an 11. Another 11. A 3. Again, every roll wins. So that's why some people feel field bets are great bets, but not necessarily. If you play them by themselves, not necessarily. There's a 2. That's another double win. Let's continue. There's a 6. We have to replace our field bet. There's an 8. Replace our field bet. There's a 10. That's a field winner. A 9. That's a field bet winner. Oh, and that was our point. Point went off. Now the point's back on. Okay, we're back on. There's a 3. And there's a 7 out. So we're going to go up to level 2, up the ladder. So I'm going to go ahead and get a point, which is an 8. I'm going to now put 20 in the field. And I'm going to put 60 on the inside numbers. There's 60. Take the 9 down. This is our setup. We want to hit an inside number one time. There's the 4. That's not an inside number, but it's a win. It's a field bet win, but it only wins us 20. So let's go ahead and roll till we hit the inside number one time. There's the 8. That's the inside number. We hit that. We lose the 10 in the field, and we still net $64. So let's take everything down, and let's go back to level 1. $10 in the field. $30 on the inside. Take down that 9. There's our setup. There's a 9. There's a 5. We have to replace our field bet. And there's a 7 out. Let's do one more up the ladder. We've only gone up to level 2 up the ladder so far. So let's go ahead. The puck is off. Let's get a point. And we're going to progress up to level 2. Which is 20 on the field and 60 inside. Take the 9 down. Okay? We're at level 2 over here on the right. We're at step 2, 20 in the field, 60 on the 5, 72 on the 6, 72 on the 8. And we're looking to hit one inside number. There's a 10. That's a field winner. And the puck goes off, but it's not an inside number. So let's just go ahead and keep rolling. Even though the puck is off, we want to hit that inside number. And there's a 7. So now we're going to go to level 3. Level 3 would put 30 in the field. And it would put 90 on the inside. Take down the 9. And I want one hit on the inside. And there's a 6. That's one hit on the inside. Now we're going to go down to level 2. Because this was a level 3. We're going to go down to level 2. Which is 20 in the field. Whoops. And 60 on the inside. And again, we want one hit on the inside so that we can go back down to level 1. Just like that. So I think I've shown you how we progress up. And if we progress up to the 3rd level, we progress down a level after one hit, and then down again a level after one hit. And eventually we're back down to level 1. You're spending as much time as you can at level 1. Smaller hits, but smaller losses when you hit the 7 out. Okay, so we're at 40 rolls. Our roll distribution is starting to take shape. We've rolled more 9s and 10s than expected, but we were just under on the 7 and the 8. So we could roll this some more, but I think this explains the strategy a little bit better. I like laddering and I like using bigger bets if I'm only going to try to get one hit at the bigger bet, because the longer you stay at the larger bet, the chances are you're going to have a larger loss when you hit the 7 out. So I hope that makes sense. It's just another variation of the laddering strategy on the Iron Cross. If you go out and look, I think Waylon shows it. I'm sure Jeremy shows it on Color Up. And I even showed it. I think this was about a 9-month-old video, but I did not ladder the way that I am today. I laddered a little more conservatively, only in $5 increments. Here I'm laddering really in $10 increments using a 3-to-1 ratio. Okay? So whatever my field bet is, I want 3 times that bet on the 5, 6, and 8. If you look at my original video where I laddered, I started with 10 and I only went with 15. So that's not a 3x. When I did go to ladder 2 with a $15 bet, I only went to 20 on the inside when I should have gone to 45. We want to do a 3x. So this is a 3x ratio, 3-to-1 ratio of the field bet to the inside numbers for one hit, for one inside hit, and then progress back down. Okay? So that's our video for today. I hope everyone's having a great day. And as always, thanks for watching.